Teaching you the Taiwanese pork stew with ground pork. It's the shortcut. Make sure you buy a few packs of ground pork from Whole Food, preferably. You have light and dark soy sauce, but if you don't have dark, it's okay. Just use light minced garlic, the dry shallot sauce, fish powder, sugar, white or brown, and then some oil. If you don't have certain ingredients, just let me know. Step 1, heat up. You can do it in just one saucepan, big enough that you can stew everything, including some eggs in there. Okay, heat it up with a little bit of oil, and then once you feel like the temperature is high enough, stick in the ground pork. Okay, all of it, and then make sure that you stir it so it doesn't get stuck at the bottom, and then make sure that you're only on medium heat, because if not, it will burn too quickly. Alright, so pour everything in there. Okay, and then make sure it's cooked. So as you can see, when pork is cooked, it will turn, the meat will turn into like a white color. Alright? So what you want to do is make sure that the meat is cooked thoroughly. And then at this point, if you want to throw in your minced garlic, you can, but I had forgotten for this video, so I'm going to throw it in a little bit later. Step 2, put in fish powder. So once the ground pork is just turned white, put in some fish powder. See, I forgot my garlic, so I'm throwing it in now. Okay. Then what you want to do is pour in some light soy sauce. Make sure the fire is turned down to low. If not, once you pour in the soy sauce, it's going to burn, because soy sauce has a little bit of sugar in it as well. So pour in the light soy sauce. Okay. You're gonna be able to, I would say that was about 4 teaspoons, and then you pour in some dark soy sauce to give it color. Dark soy sauce is not as salty as light, but it gives it color. So you see how much soy sauce that I put in? Just enough so you can see it. It's not covering the meat. So you turn up the heat a little now. Let it dry out a little bit, because what you want to do is make sure the soy sauce flavor sticks to the meat, and that's why I don't pour water in to make the sauce, the stew right away. I let the ground pork simmer in soy sauce, okay, so that it takes on the flavor. So basically what you need to do is let it simmer for about 5 minutes, because it's ground pork, so it's very quick. I'm just adding in a little bit more of light, but you can see the amount of soy sauce. Then step 3, what you need to do is, after it simmers for 5 minutes, you're ready to add water. So you can see that I've added in about 2 cups of water. If you don't have a measuring cup, it's okay. You just make sure the water is covering the ground pork. The reason why I threw in so much water as well is that later I want to make soy sauce egg, and without enough water, the egg won't be able to soak in the soy sauce. Then you put in some sugar. Okay, brown sugar or white sugar. If it's white sugar, you put in 50% less, because again, white sugar is sweeter than brown sugar. Okay, you let it basically come to a simmer, and then you want to taste the sauce a bit. Okay, You can adjust it. What you want to do is now turn down the fire a little bit, down to low. Put in that red shallot sauce. Okay, see here I put in like 2 scoops. Okay. Again, for sanitary reason, you want to use a clean spoon to get the sauce out, and once you dip it in other stuff, don't put it back in to get more, because what happens is that it will create mold in your container of ingredients, whatever it is. So that's a general rule about putting clean utensils. Always put clean utensils, and no double. Don't put it into something else and dip it back in, right? So stir it. Now taste it again. If it tastes good, you don't need anything else, then what you do is you turn down the heat to a low, so it's a low simmer, you can see there, and put the cover on. For this, you just have to wait until 20 minutes. Let it slowly simmer for 20 minutes. Then what you want to do is on the side, boil some eggs, and then there's another video that I have created for boiling eggs, so reference that. So once you've take out all the shell of the egg, what you want to do is put the egg into the stew. You want to make sure the egg is immersed in the stew, and then you turn, and that there's enough, should have enough sauce in there. You see what I'm trying to do is just to soak it in sauce. Turn on the heat again, medium, until it comes up to a boil. And once it boils, you put the cover on, the lid of the pan. You wanted to let it sit and boil for 30 minutes, and then you turn it off. All right?